Hey guys, if you're a over 40 male or female, especially guys because they tend to play a lot more contact sports, if you're thinking of starting jiu-jitsu or any sport, soccer, rugby, baseball, going to the gym and lifting weights, you're probably starting it already with a bunch of injuries. Yeah, so what's going to happen is you're going to have to be able to manage those. Yeah. And I know you get very excited when you wrestle and stuff like that, which is why at the start of the jiu-jitsu journey, I'm very strict with like people just drilling. Do like some basic exercises and stuff during the warm-up, practice your drilling, and then at the end of the hour, we all bow out and you can watch people wrestle. You can drill some more if you want, which will be really, really super good for you. But wait to start your wrestling, yeah, because the last thing you want is to exaggerate your old injuries and stir them up, exacerbate them and stuff like that. When that happens, because it's gonna happen, whether it's 3 months in, 6 months in, a year in, 2 years in, you're gonna get a little excited one day, you're gonna move the wrong way, that old injury is gonna get stirred up and it's gonna upset you because now you can't wrestle, right? Or if you do wrestle, you don't, well, you're in two minds. You wanna wrestle because like, it's fun and it gives you a big endorphin rush and stuff like that, but it exacerbates your injury. So at that point, you have to be smart and you have to start instilling some self-discipline. So self-discipline for most people means like motivating yourself to do something, but it's also motivating yourself to not do things, yeah? Or to be able to choose the smart option, right? Which is kind of maturity. It's something that I've struggled with most of my life, but recently have kind of got a handle on it, right? So you have to split your training, yeah? Before you were doing your jiu-jitsu and your fitness stuff together. You're gonna have to separate them. So you're gonna have to go to the jiu-jitsu academy and just drill, do some basic warm-ups and drills and things like that. And then for your fitness, you're gonna have to go elsewhere. You're gonna have to go hiking, which is kind of what I'm out doing today, right? You hike, you swim, whatever it happens to be. You've hurt your knee, you swim. Yeah, if you've hurt your knee, you can box, right? Put a thing on it, you can hit a punch bag to stay fit. You know, if you've hurt your upper body, then you can still hike fine. So there's lots that you can do, but you have to have the patience to just accept that you have to divide the two things, your technique and your fitness, for a while, and then gradually kind of work them back together again. Do some positional rolling, stuff like that, very gentle, right? You know, things like stay away from hurting your knee, whatever position is. Maybe it's a guard, maybe it's better to be on top, maybe half guard's better, whatever it is, figure it out. And you just do that for a while, and then slowly you'll mesh the two back together again, and hopefully you've got some good habits. So on your days when you're not doing jiu-jitsu, you go out and run, jog, swim, punch the bag, whatever it happens to be, right? But then another 6 months or a year later, you ping the knee again, or your old shoulder injury plays up, yeah? It could even be a new injury, right? It happens. It's not about jiu-jitsu. Any sport you do, you play soccer, you're gonna pull your hamstring, you're gonna header it wrong and tweak your neck. You go to the gym, you lift a little bit heavy one day, your technique's not perfect, you hurt your rotator cuff. Over 40, you're gonna be injured doing something, but you have to keep moving, so you have to choose something where you can decide, yeah, the level of risk that you're prepared to look at, right? And so that's a constant journey, in and out. And I've been doing it for 30 years or longer. I came into jiu-jitsu with a stack of injuries from other sports, so I know exactly what it was like. And I was like 27 when I started, and I was already a mess, right? So get good at doing that. Yes, it's fun wrestling and doing your jiu-jitsu and everything like that, but if you suffer an injury that's getting exacerbated by that, separate the two. Drill movements and techniques that are going to be great. Drill your curriculum, get used to that, right? And you're still learning. Like, there's a couple of older guys at the gym now. They got bodgy knees, they're drilling like hell, they got gradings coming up, they're not wrestling, and they've done exactly what I've suggested. One's hit the gym, the other one's like running and jogging and stuff like that, and they're really happy. And in fact, they come up to me in class last night and said how much they were enjoying doing all the extra drilling, yeah? That they're going home feeling really good because they're not injuring their leg further, yeah? and they're able to progress their jiu-jitsu by more drilling and learning more techniques, but without the risk of injuring their leg. So they're not leaving having to put ice bags on their knee and then get all Danny depressed. Oh man, I probably shouldn't have done that. That was kind of stupid. And having that internal negative dialogue every time you train is really, it's hampering you. It's bad on you mentally. So by having the maturity to separate the two things for a couple of months, yeah, then you're happy when you're training, you know? And yes, you can't wait to be able to bring the two back together again, but you need discipline. Anyway, that's my chat. I better get going.